Good morning. Today we got some stuff going on. Number one, going back to work today, I believe. I'm gonna check something, but before I go back to work, I'm actually parked here in my FBO. I have an early morning flight this morning, or my last lesson before I actually get back on the road. So my flight is 7:30, so I've got like 10 minutes to get upstairs, get the keys to my plane, and go pre-flight and everything. But I have my flying lesson, getting my hair done so I can get it back on the road, and then going out to the truck to go finish fixing the interior lights and check on the floor. So I'll get with you guys in a minute on that. But yeah, let's get the day started. I do need some coffee though, but let's get started. Good morning. Good, how are you? Man, it's a nice plane. So I beat my flight instructor, and now I get to walk by all the cool planes in the hangars and stuff. So it's a small perk of, getting here early, or 10 minutes early is kind of on time, but you get to see all the cool. Oh, it's a King here. You get to see all the cool planes and stuff. That I'm not rated to fly yet, but the planes I am rated to fly right now. Well, ready to fly with the instructor for right now. I'm walking to, so I just wanted to show that. All right, let's start the actual video now. Well, it is a new day. I didn't get a chance to go out to the trailer yesterday. I had something come up, but today's a new day. It's a new morning. I got up like 7 o'clock this morning, came out to the truck, came out to my trailer, walked around, did a pre-trip inspection, because I was basically just going to take my truck and trailer around, basically get my fluids back moving so I can get back on the road. So I was just gonna, take a couple laps around the highway, or take a lap around 285, and then, park it back until I have to pick up my next load. But during my pre-trip, I realized that, basically I picked it up from the shop, which it's gonna be another video about this, but I'm not gonna say any shop names. I like using the shop, but I don't know, like I dropped my trailer off for some work about a month ago. So it took a month to get my trailer back. Got new doors on my trailer. I had my a few pieces of my floor replaced, and I had a floor restore kit put on. His cost, it wasn't cheap anyway. So literally picked it up on Monday. Today's Wednesday. I picked it up on Monday. Literally just drove it home because I got it back at closing time. So I hooked up to it, drove it home. Drove it home. Dropped it off, and then I actually went home because I don't park my truck and trailer at my house. So then, I was supposed to come out here yesterday. I didn't. Came out today. Did my pre-trip. All my lights work. They worked when I picked it up. And then this morning, all my lights worked, had my 4-ways on, and I didn't have any turn signals. Checked my fuses, wasn't my fuses. Make sure, wiggle my pigtail, make sure it was a pigtail. Wasn't pigtail. So I'm back at that shop, because during, I'm thinking the way my trailer is wired, there's wires that go down on the inside of my trailer. There's like a little metal, like brace, I guess, or like a tunnel, like a metal tunnel, and that's how my trailer's wiring is wired, through that little tunnel. It's not down the center of my trailer, it's like off to the left side, but maybe, I'm guessing during the restore or some type of repair, maybe they punctured a wire, maybe, which was weird. It was just my turn signals. Every other light worked. I had brakes, Had running lights. I had clearance and marker light. Every light worked. I just didn't have any turn signals. So I'm back at the shop, and I can't turn the camera around because I don't want you guys to know which shop it is. Again, I really like working with this shop. So I'm not blaming the shop. However, I mean, I couldn't mess it up in the short amount of distance I drove it in. But I know when I dropped the trailer off, all my lights worked. And when I picked it up, all my lights worked except for turn signals. So I brought it in for turn signals. So I've been here about an hour 20, hour 30 minutes, and they've been going around the trailer and checking all the wirings and trying to figure out why I don't have any turn signals. So I was supposed to be, basically it's supposed to be just like a test drive, and the test drive was really for my tractor. It wasn't for my trailer. But because I haven't really moved my tractor in a month and a half, 2 months, everything's just been everything's just been sitting still. So I was just literally hooked up my trailer, was gonna go take laps, and not legal to drive it. So I literally drove it straight to the shop, canceled my little test drive, which is what it is. Outside of that, I'm gonna try and get this fixed. The last thing I basically have a brand new trailer now, which is great. The last thing I need to add to my trailer is, at least for load purposes, is I need to add the hazmat placard holders, which I found them. I just have to go and pick them up. So I was planning on, after my lap, I was planning on, getting back in my car and driving down there to go get it. But now I'm just doing this. So, could I bobtail down there and go get it now? Sure. But I don't want to leave my trailer here. If they fix it and then they're like, oh, where are you at? Like, oh, I'm across town, So I'd rather sit here and wait on it. But being an owner-operator with your own equipment is not easy. It's not easy. It's not super difficult, but it's not easy. Because, stuff like this, unless they find solid proof that it was on them, I'm probably going to have to pay for this repair too. And the last repair was already expensive, Yeah. And it's like, it's just things that, it's like stuff like this. I'm glad that I decided to become an owner operator. I'm glad that I decided to have my own equipment. It's just small stuff like this. It's like, when one thing's wrong, something else goes wrong, something else goes wrong. But it's really not the case, because in retrospect, I really haven't, it's been a bunch of small stuff, and a majority of the stuff I've fixed myself. Like the first time the wiring messed up and I didn't have any marker lights at all, I fixed that on the road myself a few months ago this was back when I first got the trailer. There's been a lot of stuff, small stuff that's gone wrong that I've been able to fix within a few minutes. But then stuff like this, when I have to go to the shop, it's like, I went in for a voluntary service. I didn't need my floor redone. I didn't need new doors. I wanted my floor done, and I wanted new doors, so I got them done. But then the cost of that was, now I need turn signals, and I'm responsible for that. So, could I try and fix it myself? Possibly. But I just got it out the shop, and they were working before. So, anyone in their right mind was like, hey, I should probably take it back to the shop I just picked it up from. So that's what I did. And now we're just gonna see what happens. So also, that flight lesson I had yesterday got canceled. So the plane I mainly fly is down for 100-hour maintenance. The backup plane, there's my plane and three backup planes. So 4 planes total. My plane went down for 100-hour maintenance. One of the backup planes is down for 100-hour maintenance. The other plane is, no one has done a check ride on that plane to teach in it yet. So no one's able to use it at the moment, except for the lead instructor, who is not my instructor. And then the fourth plane was the plane I was supposed to fly in. So went out there, did my pre-flight, added some oil, checked everything, make sure everything's good, all the lights worked. You know, waited for my instructor to get there. The instructor showed up, started the plane, called up to the tower, and we didn't have any radios. So we had to cancel the flights. So yesterday was a very interesting day, but you know, it's gonna be a story for another time. I'm gonna do a video where I talk about the trailer. I'm gonna do a video where I talk about, you know, so my journey of becoming a pilot, how that's going so far, and you know, the differences. But for right now, I want to get this video out so I can throw myself back into the content creating world. I have been gone for 2 months. I have been at home for 2 months. So I decided to treat it as a vacation. I didn't want to make any content. So because there was not really anything I needed to record while sitting at home. So now that I'm getting back on the road, obviously I have content. I'm in the truck. I have my trailer. I have content to create now. So this video is me throwing myself back out there. When I get home, I'm going to edit and get this out to you. So until next time, sorry for the delay in videos. I hope you guys understand. I do apologize, but I want to treat my vacation as a vacation and spend it with my family, and that's what I decided to do. I did, however, get into Twitch, so I do have a Twitch channel now. And I've been playing games and chatting and talking on there instead. So that's how I'm differentiating between, you know, home time or home content and work content. Is, you know, YouTube I can use for work like I've been doing, and Twitch I can use when I'm at home. So it's not centered, you know, I can still talk about trucking over there, but it's not centered on you know, I'm not muddling the two channels together, which is what I don't want to do. So that's the reason why. I hope you guys continue following me on my journey. Cannot wait to get back on the road. So until next time, continue to think logically. What is my catch? This has been so long. If you're thinking, you might as well do it logically. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.